Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome to another episode of Study Guide. In our last video, I was covering the syllabus of 2059 Pakistan Studies and I explained to you guys all the changes that came to that syllabus, which were quite literally nothing. So in this video, I decided to make a similar one for Islamiyat as well because I know a lot of students have the concern that what are the updates that Cambridge have introduced in their new syllabuses that they've launched for 2024. So there are not a lot of changes in the Islamiyat syllabus either, but we're going to take this video as a revisionary video of the paper pattern and the overall syllabus of Islamiyat. Once again, I'm sure you remember that Islamiyat has two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1, which is divided in one section of your course, and paper 2, which is based on the other section of your course. These are easily divisible by the syllabus. Now let's go and see what these paper 1 and paper 2 are about. So paper 1 contains 5 questions, out of which candidates must answer question 1 and 2, which means that both of these questions are compulsory questions. And then you have 3 other questions, out of which you must do any 2. So there is a choice in paper 1, and in with the choice that you have is that first 2 questions are compulsory and the other 2 you must do on your own out of 3. This paper is of exactly 1.5 hour, which is basically 1 hour 30 minutes, and the total marks of this paper are 50. Now let's quickly see the new change that has been introduced. So as I mentioned earlier, the change is not very big. The only change is this, that this time, apart from the first 2 questions, they've also introduced that what other sections would the other questions be from specifically. Initially in the Cambridge syllabus, you could not see these specifications. They would not mention these. But teachers and experts over the time period had developed this on their own, that okay, the first 2 questions are going to be from the major themes and the history. So the next 2 are going to be from the Islamic community and the life of the Prophet. And it is a must that a question would come from these. So that is exactly what Cambridge has done this time in their syllabus. They've introduced these headings. And that also makes it very easy because it allows you to prepare better. Now over here you can see that the first question is from the major themes of the Holy Quran. Major themes of the Holy Quran are exactly 15, and these are divided into 3 themes, which are God in himself, God with his relation with the created world, God's relationship with his messengers. And these are all given to you in the appendix 1 of your syllabus, which you can easily find on the Cambridge website. All you have to do is search the 2058 syllabus for Islamiyat. And the first headline will be of the Cambridge website itself. You can find the appendix over there. So you're given a total of 3 passages and you have to choose any 2 from this. And you have to give 2 answers, A part being of your main theme and B part being of your practical implementation. Next up, we have the history and importance of the Holy Quran. The history and importance of the Holy Quran is also divided into an A and B part, and it's a total of 14 marks. So the divisions are as such. Question number 1, compulsory, has 2 parts, A and B. And for both the passages, you have to do these 2 parts, A, B, and 4 marks for this, 4 marks for this, so overall 8 marks for question 1. Similarly, question number 2 has A part and B part. A part is of 8 marks and B part is of, a slight mistake, A part is of 10 marks and B part is of 4 marks. So overall 14 marks for this. Therefore, this is how your question 1 and question 2 are based, and these are once again your compulsory questions. Remember that these are the questions that you can easily score a lot of marks in, because question 1 is also very to the point and accurate, something that you have practiced over time, over your 3 years from 9th to 10th, even 8th. And question 2 is similarly a long question that you can write a lot in. Now coming to question 3, 4 and 5, they will have also the similar pattern to question number, So as I was saying that they would have the similar pattern to question number 2. So question number 3, 4, 5 will have the pattern of A and B, A part being of 10 marks, B part being of 4 marks, and overall 14 marks. So the rest of your 3 questions are also of 14 marks each. And when you attempt 2 of these, then you are going to be scoring 28 marks as a total. So the next two parts questions, they have told you that they will be either from the life and importance of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam or from the first Islamic community. The only problem over here is that even if you leave one of these whole topics and choice, you never know if there'll be two questions out of it or one. Therefore, I never recommend leaving any course outline on choice. Now let's move on to our paper number 2. So your paper number 2 is once again of 1.5 hour, which is 1 hour 30 minutes. And it also has 5 questions similar to paper number 1, and it also has a total mark of 50. So both of these are having a 50% equivalence in your overall grade. Once again, 5 questions, same pattern. Question 1 and 2 are compulsory. And question 3, 4, 5, there are 3 more questions. You have to choose any 2 out of them. The only difference is that in your paper 1, your questions are mostly from the first section of your book, which include your Quran, major themes of the Quran, major history and importance of the Quran, life of the Prophet, and the first Islamic community. While in your paper number 2, the second section of your book is considered more, which includes the teachings in the Ahadith, the history and importance of the Ahadith, the rightly guided caliphs, and the articles of faith and pillar of Islam. And that is how the system of the paper number 2 was decided. So as you can see, not a lot of difference has been made to either of the syllabuses. Paper 1 is the same, paper 2 is the same. Wait. Both of these are having 5 questions, out of which 2 are compulsory and 2 are choice based. Alright? And then when we talk about the differences, that is where the thing gets a little complicated. The difference is only the syllabus. Syllabus is more early Islam oriented, talking about the Holy Quran, the themes of the Quran, the themes of the surahs, and the life of the Prophet. While in paper 2, the syllabus is more Hadith and late Islam oriented. We can also say this, that paper 1 is more oriented towards the basic and the most accurate teaching of the Holy Quran, while paper 2 is more based upon the implementation and the following of the teachings of the Holy Quran. So that is all for this video of Islamia 2024 syllabus update. As you can see, not a lot of updates made, only a few here and there. If you guys have any questions, any queries, please feel free to drop them in the comments below. We are trying our best to be more consistent and regular with our videos. I will be updating them side to side, and I will also be making new playlists for all the syllabus that we will be covering alongside. Keep a lookout for new videos. Stay tuned, and best of luck to everyone who are going to be giving their papers soon. Allah Hafiz, take care.